We're about to do our next episode of the TriMet Scanner, and I always scroll through his feed before I do that. And we came up with another Driving in Circles podcast by Kayla Watts. See, here she is, Kayla, right there. Anyway, let's hear a little bit of it. I don't know how long it is.
Hey guys, it's Kilowatt. I am on my way home. I got a TDA today because I was so fucking angry all day. From the moment that I opened my eyes to the moment that I fucking decided I shouldn't be here at work surrounded by public who have opinions about this bullshit. And I called our station agent, Roger, before things got real heated downtown. And I said, hey, you guys got any TDAs? And as always, when I ask for one, I always say, look, real nonchalant. It's okay if you don't have one. I'm just fishing for time to take care of my mental health. And so Roger at that point he was like, I don't even know, man. Like, what do you want to hear? I said, well, tell me the truth. If you don't have anyone, then I don't want it. Like, I would take an ugly truth over a pretty lie. And he said, all right.
Wait a minute. All you want is a time off. Do you have it or not? Yay, nay. That's the answer.
Kilowatt, you're off at 4:30. I said, sweet. And then I had to get a ride back to the garage. And I changed. I met my best friend Lisa for a beer at the 12 breweries called, the beer was called the Kraken. And it was very symbolic of the feels for today because I have a lot to share with you. And this is not someone who's going to come from an oppressive standpoint, okay? This comes from someone who's 100% evaluated from her perspective every fucking group of people involved in this drama that has exploded on our nation, okay? George Floyd was murdered. He was murdered by a police officer. I have family.
No, the bootleggers don't believe that. The bootleggers say, well, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. We didn't mean it. The police are good.
Who are police officers. I support them. I care about them. I got fucking friends that are cops. I support them. I care about them. I've had some really conflicting posts that included them, and they weren't respectful or accepting of my opinions, and I may or may not have severed those ties. I didn't sever them, but they may choose to sever. I just have to stay true to...
Yeah, I've had that problem. I've had that problem when it came to my lovely coworkers at TriMet.
What I know is my own truth. And so, all of that aside, normally I would wait till the late hours to deliver this podcast when I wasn't angrily smoking, driving like a bat out of hell to get to my house. Normally, I would take the time that I need to think this out.
All right. Well, anyway, okay, we have to get to the calls, but if you want to hear her opinion, you can look at my blog. I copied and pasted the written form of this. I imagine she's going to say the same thing. And she's tired of black people getting murdered. Now, a lot of people don't think it's okay for black people to get murdered for some reason. But some of us don't agree with that. Anyway, we don't have time for that. I got a million calls to do here, so let's get started. 2040. When's the curfew?
2040.
Hello, 2040. How can I help you?
A few questions for you. The first one is a customer asked when the curfew tonight started. I did not know about that. I was wondering if you could tell me what that is. The other thing is, are we still at a 12 to 15 person limit of people on the bus?
First question, yes, the governor put out a...
The governor
tonight.
The governor
And
of the state of Oregon.
Yes, we're still
The governor. I bet you didn't know these fucking
capacity.
politicians control your life.
Okay, but it's not going to change the route or schedule or anything like that.
The governor.
Just prohibited, is that
The
right?
governor.
Oh,
hail the governor!
Last night was very chaotic, so it depends on if people are out again. The curfew is based off of the...
And we know now that they canceled the service and stranded all the people that were working in the city. Ah, boy, they didn't just do that at TriMet. They did it in all the different transit districts. So it was coordinated. Oh, here's the operator that keeps getting missed. 33.
7004.
I think it's
There's
intentional.
that 33 operator that tries to catch your bus, apparently, and he feels like you are, like, intentionally trying to leave without him on Saturdays.
And that's a possibility over there. I've had it happen to me when I used to work there. Some drivers are dicks. You probably know that if you're familiar with that place.
He drives a 33. Is there... I don't know. He wanted me to call and ask you. He feels like it's a personal thing. I'm not sure what's going on.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't intentionally leave anybody. I left on time. I usually do pick up a 33 driver every Saturday. In fact, I even pulled over for him when he ran to my bus one Saturday.
Well, that's nice of you.
2 blocks
How
away.
lovely of you.
So I don't know what that's about. There was a 75 driver that I picked up as well when I left. I even honked to see if he wanted to ride. He had a car. So I don't know what his... I have no idea. No clue.
Okay, you believe her? Is it her or him?
Okay, well, I didn't think that either. I know we had a conversation about you catching a bus back to the garage. So, I don't know if maybe you could... I don't know if they're going to try to, speak to you or what, but he's wanting to catch the bus, and he feels like, he's being left. So, I'm not sure what's going on.
Alright, well, I am sorry that he feels that way. I'm sorry he did not catch my bus. I don't know what else to say. Normally I have 2 drivers on my bus every Saturday, but today he wasn't there when I left. Well, when I came around the corner. So, I have no clue. I don't know. I'm sorry it's feeling for
It's a woman.
no clue.
With hearts and shit.
I copy. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
Okay, I believe him or her. I think they're being honest. And here's the Ted Wheeler, the king of Portland. Oh yeah, how we will, no matter how long it takes. Most acutely, our black community can feel safe, valued, and heard. Yeah, Ted, sure, whatever. We've been dealing with quite a few reroutes. Is next.
And we've been dealing with quite a few reroutes today, so you said what time? It looks like it is. I'm not sure why it's still showing in your tag, but it looks like the most recent one went out at 2:34-ish. Yes.
Okay, you just messaged me if that's not right. Thank you.
Oh, he's still, look.
Will
Rip
do,
City
thank you.
News.
15:04.
19 seconds ago. He's still tweeting fucking calls. How are you doing this? How are you possibly having a baby, having a wife, having a job, and tweeting this volume of calls? Okay, I'm fucking retired loser. And I have nothing to do all day, every day, and I cannot tweet these amount of calls. How are you doing this? Scanner Star.
7510 Ash and
Oh, yeah.
Caesar E. Chavez, northbound.
Rip City likes this guy.
7510, go ahead.
I just got that message that was sent out to all operators. I'm not entirely sure of what's going on.
There was a large protest downtown last night in the CBD, Central Business District area, mall area. Many buildings were damaged, and we just want folks to be vigilant and safe tonight.
Copy that. Thank you.
All right, that's lovely. 5470 is blocked.
5470 outbound 5th and Jefferson.
5470, got your route blocked. What's up?
I don't know how completely blocked it is because myself and the 8 were able to get around it, but for a city block back at Morrison, they're replacing windows and we got all kinds of passenger vehicles in the bus only lane. So the way we got around it was to go into the max tracks and the service platform.
Of course you go do that. 2435. Any policy of what we're supposed to be doing? Martial law?
Yeah, this is 2435. I'm only doing half of a run after 8, but I'm not aware of any policy of what we're supposed to be doing in our city. Can't believe I'm saying this. When our city declares martial law at a certain time.
At this point, we don't have any information as far as stopping service, cutting service. I know that something just went out. I just got a call from an operator saying that the mayor said the only people that are allowed out is, medical.
The mayor
and police.
says it.
But, we haven't heard anything from the higher ups saying anything about cutting service or stopping anything.
Yeah,
So
but they're going to do it.
if we find out anything different, we absolutely will let everyone know.
Yeah, and they're going to do it. They're going to cut your service. That's what they're going to do. 2041, passengers crying and punching herself in the head. Oh.
Hi, 2041.
How can I help you?
Hi, I have this passenger on my bus, and she's crying, and she is, when I say giving the hardest blows to her head, she just, I don't know, she's trying to kill herself or what, but she is punching herself in the head very, very hard.
Okay. Yeah, some people aren't going to be completely mentally stable. I mean, as long as she's not really hurting herself, then
Is there blood?
you just carry on. I mean, is she causing any injuries that you can tell?
I mean, I would say so because it's really, really hard. Yeah.
I mean, as long as there's not any cuts, bruises, or bleeding or anything like that, then she's might not be doing as hard as we think. So, I mean, the only thing you can really do is just ask her if she wants any help. If she wants police or maybe an ambulance or something to help her, but, beyond that, there's not a lot we can do. Have you asked her?
No, but I'm about to.
All right, well, let's go ask her and find out what she says.
Okay, thank you. I'll call you back.
Okay, let's stop the presses here because we've been notified that the Rip City News is on the ball as usual, and it's just posted 3. Okay, here it is. 3 graffiti bus. The graffiti bus. I'll show you the graffiti bus. Okay, it's on my Twitter profile right now. It's this one. It says fuck 12, and it's a 12 bus. It's 12 train 41. So I thought somebody was literally saying fuck bus route, TRIMET bus route 12. I find out later that means fuck the police or, some derivative thereof. But I thought maybe Eric put that on there. Of course, Eric wouldn't do that. But he's got some calls on that, so let's hear him right now.
1271, you got protesters in the way?
I don't know if you can hear me. My beeper is not going off, but I will be stopped here for quite some time.
1271, I can hear you. Are you blocked by protesters?
That is affirmative. There is a march taking place right in front of me with both people and vehicles, and I do not know how long this line is going to take place, but I cannot move.
Nope, you're stuck.
All right, I copy. Thank you.
Oh, let's get the
2125.
get the sound effect going. Is it?
1241.
Oh, it's a different 12. Okay.
Hey, 1241. We tried to get a supervisor to you, but the protesters, I guess there's like 1,000 of them right behind you. So I have no way of getting you help. at this moment. If you're okay moving the bus up like 10 blocks, then I can get a supervisor over there, but at the moment, right where you're at, I can't get anybody to you.
Yes, I understand. I'm having a second wave of protesters going through, so I couldn't move the bus, even if I wanted to. But I wouldn't because it's not safe. The spray paint, you can't see. I couldn't see anybody, and I'm not taking that risk. That's too dangerous.
All right, I get it. No, I get it. I'm not trying to ask you to do something safe. I'm just telling you I cannot get you help right now, and I just wanted you to know that. So I understand. I don't expect you or would ask you to do anything unsafe. Just know, keep your doors closed and your windows, and as soon as we can get people to you or a supervisor, we will.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm here. I'll sit tight till further notice.
All right, I copy. Thank you.
And then there's another one.
Block 1241.
Hey, 1241, I'm just trying to figure this out. Can you describe to me how bad the windshield is? Like, I mean, if you don't, like, do you feel you're not safe to drive? And I'm not judging you. I just need to know, because if it comes down to where we can't drive it, we're going to tow it. So before I make that decision, I don't have anybody else that can meet you and get eyes on it to see if, so how bad is the windshield? Is it like they just smeared the whole thing? Is it just one line? Is it just a word? Like, what's going on with the windshield?
They took orange spray paint and they sprayed some vulgar across the whole,
Not vulgar.
from the left side to the right side.
Yes, it is. It's fuck
And
the
it's
12.
smeary, and it's, when you hit spray paint on something really close, it
Fuck
drips.
the 12. Fuck 12.
So I don't feel
Fuck
comfortable
12.
driving this, and I'm going to leave it at that. I don't feel safe, shall I say. I don't feel safe driving this bus. It's going dark with the glare. I can't see.
Okay, so they didn't spray it in solid. It's just a word that's dripping. And is it about the size of the windshield? How tall are the letters? Can you tell me that?
They're probably about 14 inches right in the middle. The dead center goes probably about 24 inches down to... Block 1241 here at 8th and Burnside, headed outbound. I just got passed over by the protesters, but they caught my bus. They tagged the whole front windshield.
Okay, so they tagged your windshield. Are you able to see out of it?
Not safely, no.
I'm sorry, did you say not safely?
Yes, I did.
All right, I copy. How many people do you have on your bus?
I have nobody on my bus.
All right, and you're right there on Burnside and 8th?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. If you're not able to drive, let's have you hold there, and I will figure out a plan. I know this sounds silly, but I don't know. Have you tried maybe the windshield wiper fluid? See if it'll get any of it off?
Yeah, right.
Oh, that would probably just smear it. All right, stand by. Don't move.
Okay, copy that. I know you did your best, and I appreciate you. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, no worries. I'm glad you're safe and they've moved on. Just give me 1 second. We'll make a plan.
The protesters aren't the ones that are dangerous. It's the police that are dangerous, okay? They're the ones that you got to fear. Oh, man. I'm too far behind, dude. I can't catch up to this guy. All right. I can't catch up. He keeps tweeting too. I mean, that's the problem. I'm never going to catch up as long as he keeps tweeting. I mean, I really don't understand how he's outdone me with tweeting. That's just unbelievable. Okay, 7502. My ADA is full and the dog is so large. Bring out the dog, and I did.
Block 7502, Northeast Cesar Chavez and Burnside.
7502, go ahead.
Hey, so my ADA area is full. I do feel bad for this gentleman, but his dog is so large.
he just blocks the aisle and the seats. I'm not too sure what to do. Is it possible for him to work through the back door or go down the aisle to the back door area where there is at least more floor space there? Yeah, he's there. Unfortunately, the pup, he's just so big, his tail kind of hangs out. I'm afraid someone's going to step on him or trip over him. He's trying, though. All right, well, let's just do our best. It's raining out there. We're trying to get everybody where they need to be. Copy that. I just wanted to let you know in case something happens. All right, and have you expressed your concerns about the pup's tail to the owner? Yes, ma'am, I have. I just wanted it on record that everybody knows and is aware, and so I'm not liable if something happens.
You're not liable. Nobody.
All right, I copy on a recorded line at 15:31. Thank you. 15:31.
No, I'm like the most silly person, aren't I? I mean, a grown man does this in his retirement. I like it because it's so ridiculous. I mean, I take pride in being completely ridiculous kind of retiree. 15:10, Max headed towards Gresham, took off with her wheelchair and a person. Oh my God.
Hello, 1510. I got your prayer. Do your best to talk. What's going on?
Yeah, I have a customer here that just left the Max platform and came over to my bus and said the Max headed towards Gresham, off with her wheelchair and
Oh my God.
and her, I guess,
Did I say
a
it?
blue wagon. And it's her purse and her phone and everything in there. She has to call and do something. I just wanted to let you know. Is there any way? Is there any recommendation other than, lost and found, or how would you like for me to proceed?
Just 1 second. I'm going to talk to control. Can you ask that passenger if it was on the lead or trailing car, the front one or the back one?
Oh, I missed the last one.
Just 1 second. Control is calling that train.
Yeah. Control better call that train. Fucking ADA shit. Oh my God. All right, next up, drunk and falling down.
How can I help you?
I would just like to, put on record, I picked up a gentleman that started 125 just now, who is intoxicated enough that he was falling down at the stop before he got on the bus. He's now on the bus. I just wanted to notice that that has already happened in case he falls on the bus
Yeah,
now.
good idea. Good idea.
Okay, well, yeah, just try to be super careful that he doesn't.
She
There'll be a
can't be
report
super-
for you if he does. So try to keep
I
him
see.
seated. If he's so unstable that he can't ride safely, then we just need to get him off. So how you're calling that?
Okay, I'll go and we'll see how it is. I just really want it documented ahead of time.
Yeah, she's smart. That's what you do. You get a guy that's going to drunk fall over. Call it in just to protect yourself. It's hard running a city. Ted was elected by the people. Sure he was. Yeah, right. 670, I can't go around semi.
670 Grand and Burnside. I'm right here at the stop, right at the corner, right here at Burnside, but I'm not quite to the stop, if that makes sense, because there's a semi-truck that's sitting right here at the light, and he waited till he got to the light and he kind of shut his truck off. So I'm right here, right behind. I can't get around and I can't go through. I'm too wide to go through. I'll scrape him, and I'm too far in that I can't turn and go around him.
Yeah. So you just sit there.
I'm curious as to why he would shut his bus off in the middle of the street. And he's sitting in there. If he just go on through the light, okay, make life a little bit easy, but he's just sitting in one spot. He just cut his four ways on. He's just sitting in one spot. So I have a line of traffic behind me because I can't go through to service the stop. The people, they've already come over and I've let them on, but I can't move. I can't go around them. I can't bag it up. I'm just in one spot.
I can't bag it up.
All right, I'll let the supervisor know. We'll try to get
Get
somebody
the
to
white
you.
shirt out there.
Thank you. Is it okay? Can I go out and ask him if he kind of inch up a little bit,
Yeah,
if I can get around
go
him?
ask him. Yeah, can't hurt.
Only if you feel that it's safe.
He's not gonna hurt you. Just go up and ask. All right. 9701 Bottle Drop complaining about being filmed at Rose Quarter. The Bottle Drop.
Hey, this is 297. I'm sitting at the Rose Quarter on my layover on the Bottle Drop show. I had a customer come up to me as I left the break room. She said she wanted to speak to a supervisor. She's standing over on the Max platform complaining about being filmed by another customer.
Oh.
I told her I'd call dispatch and try to get a supervisor over, so that's what I'm doing.
Okie dokie. Good job, buddy. 9117 to the Block 6 bus.
9107 Hollywood.
6 train 70, vehicle 2807 on Grand Avenue, just south of Burnside. They pulled up a bit too close to a semi-truck that has stopped on the streetcar tracks and shut their engine off, and they cannot get around without backing.
Okay, get over there, boy, sir. 1402, reroute confusion.
This is 1402.
Hello, 1402. How can I help you?
Yeah, I just was calling because I got a little turned around back there on the reroute. I was able to find my way back onto Hawthorne. I'm a little behind now, so I don't know, should I just keep going, or did you guys want to start me from somewhere else?
Just go ahead and roll. I'll look to see when you're...
All right, 670. He can't get the truck started, so that's
670.
Can't get started. It's not his fault.
670, go ahead. Okay, I did. I went up and asked him, but he said it's just shut off on. He can't get it started. So I'm just sitting here until someone gets here.
Yeah, you're just stuck. Yep.
All right, I copy.
That's right. We try to allow them to ride. It must be a dog.
You are welcome to do so. And of course, we try to allow them to ride. You can let her know the next time she tries to board that if there is an incident that we would not be able to carry her, and make sure that if there is a second party with an animal trying to board, that you alert that party as well that there is a dog on board that may be a questionable circumstance.
Copy that. Thank you.
All right, thank you. 1553.
Okay. Uh-oh, silent alarm. As usual, we have the sound correct here. Okay, skip ahead. The usual excellent sound quality of the TRIMET advanced technology that they've developed. Can you see 70? Must be the silent alarm bus, I imagine.
7671, Holland Broadway.
7671. Can you please take a look around and see if you see 7669 in vehicle 2813? They're going to be coming through that area here soon. Do you see that bus?
I don't see any bus.
No bus.
Yeah, I don't see any bus at all, actually.
Well, that solves that.
All right, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Anything here? They get a hold of the driver.
7669.
Q covert
Hey,
alarm.
7669, is everything okay there?
Yeah, why? What happened?
Because you fucked up,
All right,
lady.
well, we received 2 covert alarms from your bus, and it was in fallback. It's not in fallback anymore, obviously, because I'm talking to you. But we did receive a couple of covert alarms. Do you think you might have accidentally pressed the button?
No, not today.
Oh, it's a modern
Okay.
technology.
Is there any water getting on it or anything like that?
It feels dry. I just touched it. I don't think so.
Okay, copy that.
It's a
Well,
leader
we're
in
gonna probably-
technology strikes again, man. 3707, broken bus shelter glass.
3307, McLaughlin, northbound, just left Vineyard.
3307, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a panel of broken glass on the bus stop shelter there, and there's a guy that's taking big chunks of it and hewing it at other panels of the glass. And the guy that was there to get on the bus, he said he was on the phone with the police, but something needs to be done about that. That man probably...
I don't know. They'll send somebody maybe. Okay, man throwing stuff at buses. 1239.
1239.
I was going to describe the guy.
1239, how can I help you?
What?
Just wanted to give you a heads up. There's a white male, about 6 feet tall, red hair, full beard, with a black jacket, black shorts, and a tie-dye t-shirt over at Barber Boulevard. And he's throwing stuff at the buses, stuff at me, yelling, screaming, kicking the garbage cans, that kind of stuff.
Alright. Yeah, in the future, can you tell me what the guy's doing before you give the description?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, you know, we get stuff that's incidental. This is not. So can you please give me the description again?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah, come on, dispatch. Dan, get on it, man. 1270. I did kick someone's off.
1270 heading north on Barber Boulevard, over at 26th Avenue.
1270, are you having a problem with a passenger on the bus by chance?
I did pick somebody up a little bit ago who's a little verbal. I think he might have Tourette syndrome or something. Or maybe he's not on his meds.
Well, you're going to kick him off if that's the case.
Is he still on the bus, or did he get off? Is he causing a problem, or is he just kind of a little bit out there?
He is on board, and he's just a bit out there. He doesn't seem to be harming anybody at the moment.
I copy. If you have any problems, you know, make sure you let us know. Otherwise, we will be clear at 1610.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Thank you. At 1610.
Okay, 7514, peer out on what? Peer out on Chavez, what?
7514. 7514, go ahead. Hey, just want to let you know that power is out,
Power's peers.
on Chavez.
Come on,
Cars and also
Rick,
bird
Shady,
sides,
get
4 ways.
your spelling right.
The 4 ways, hang on a second. 4 ways at a time, but I just want to let you know. So you're saying the power is out and all 4 directions is flashing red at Chavez and Burnside? The power's out, but the lights are not flashing. Okay, so the lights are just dark? Correct.
Yeah.
Alright, I copy. Thank you. You say 1612.
Wait. Oh, here it is. I found it. This is it. Is this? I found it. This is the actual. Oh no. Is this me?
Look at that. It went dee-doo, and then look at that. The bottom button is on. Never seen that.
Here it is.
And it's got the 4 stars on top.
I found it.
Ooh, cool.
See the silent alarm, man. I saw the sign. Oh wait. And create a disrespectful workplace. What's this? Let's see what this is. He's got me distracted. What did I do here? Oh, what for myself?
What you're about to see is true. The names have not been changed, and I give myself express permission to post the following. Look at that. It went dee-doo, and then look at that. The bottom button is on.
What is it?
That. And it's got the 4 stars.
Oh. Is that it?
It is everyone.
I had
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry. I didn't picture. I didn't think. Sorry. Certainly was unintentional. I didn't put my hand down there, so I don't know how that happened. There's strange sign problems here, so maybe that's got something to do with it. All right, sorry about that, dispatch.
On second thought, I am seriously considering filing an HR disrespectful workplace against myself because this tape was embarrassing, and I feel that I've humiliated myself by giving myself express permission to post that, and I'm seriously considering filing an HR complaint against myself for
All right, back to the real calls. That's funny. That was 9 years ago, according to that. It might have been longer, and then it was private, and then I unprivated it, so it might be actually 12 years. 1235, randomly yelling at anyone, and it's unnerving.
1235, 5th and Burnside.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got a young gal on here who's randomly yelling at things outside, standing up and yelling to everybody in the bus and me, and it's a little bit unnerving at this point. I've asked her to please quiet down or I'm going to have to call somebody, and she's again standing up, yelling out the window.
Alright, well, just stop the bus, open the doors, and don't move until she leaves.
Should I direct her to leave in the hope she will? Because I doubt she will, but I can try.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're rolling, she has no incentive to change her behavior. So you need to stop the bus, you need to open the doors, you need to inform her that the bus is not going anywhere else until she behaves and sits down or leaves.
Alright, I'll give her a try. Cross my fingers.
Give it a try, buddy.
Works 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Give me ready for service when she's...
He's right. It does work. Ah, the good old. Okay, protesters.
Yeah, you're probably already aware, but just passing on that we've been informed that protesters are starting to congregate around Terry Shrunk Plaza.
Is that the one up on Salmon or it's up around 10th or something? Where is that one?
This is going to be between 3rd and 4th, and then Jefferson and Madison.
Oh, okay, kind of where they already are. Okay, cool. I'm finishing up hanging all these signs.
Copy. 1617.
9908.
All right. Protesters acting out and thrashing her wheelchair and yelling at me. Jesus.
Hi, Block 1403. I currently have a pastor on board who is acting out, and she was thrashing her wheelchair around, and she's yelling at me.
Hi, Copy. Did you tell her that you can't continue in service with her acting like that?
Yes, ma'am. I told her I cannot drive safely with her acting like that, and she's just continuing to be upset.
Yeah.
I copy. And
How are we doing on time?
you're almost to the
40
layover,
minutes
correct?
of call.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, well, you're super close there, so I can call the supervisor and have them come meet you, but once you get to the layover, if she will not exit the bus at that point, send me another priority, but I'll see if there's a supervisor in the area that can come possibly help you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much.
All righty. 9109, the loud verbal is off.
9109. 9109, division, 202nd. Go ahead. Okay, the loud verbal passenger on 2077 is off the bus. However, he's still at the transit center screaming. Sounds like he wants to get back to 82nd, but 2077 is not going to be taking him. Description I have is a white male, about 6 feet tall, 50s, has a black backpack, pajama pants, and black socks.
All right. And what do we got? Okay, let's see. The police. See, you got to form a new tactic with dealing with the police. You know you're dealing with thugs, murderers, people that enjoy beating up people. So you can't confront the police. You must, once you see them, you must break into separate units and head into different directions. And I don't know. I mean, everybody's against the smashing things, but unfortunately, I think it's the only way to get attention, unfortunately. Okay, we have a, what's going on here? Okay, kill 'em all bus drivers, 668.
668, that's Jansen Beach. I've got a guy that I just had to politely get off the bus here. He's no pay.
Yeah.
He is...
Yeah, it's kill 'em all, The bus drivers are like the police. They can deny rides, mistreat riders at will. They're kind of in the same spot as the cops, The cops can beat up people and mistreat and then get away with it. And that's the same thing with the bus drivers. They can treat you like shit. They can deny you a ride and they can get away with it too. And so it's kind of the same thing. 7512 card reader tapped in curfew. Will it affect me?
Yeah. This is 7512. I'm at a Pier Park getting ready to take off. A couple of things. My card reader has a plastic bag over it. It looks like it's been taped on, so I'm not sure why that is.
Well, then you just give them free rides, motherfucker. Less hassle for you and more grateful riders.
It works. And the other thing is, I've heard from a couple of sources that there's a curfew in effect in Portland tonight between the hours of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m.
Military law.
Any of that affect me?
Or martial law, they call it.
Service is regular until we hear otherwise.
He's just 75.
Okay, that sounds good. About the card
It's only downtown that's a
reader, do I need to keep that plastic bag over the card reader?
That's a negative. That should have been pulled when the bus rolled out from the garage.
Yeah, make them pay. Make them pay. Kill them all. And here's more. Will service be changed?
7002. 7002, go ahead.
Hi, I'm getting questions about the 8 o'clock curfew tonight. Will service be changed? Will it still be running past 8 p.m.?
No.
Service will remain regular until we hear otherwise. But right now, we are on regular service. We are somewhat rerouted in the downtown area, but service is still going.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, 1700.
Guess what's coming up?
Down this stretch of Sandy tonight at 6. Why would the city let this crazy 6-lane intersection even happen in the first place?
1271, Sandy and 38, heading to Park Rose.
The reason it is so
1271, what can I do for you?
I just thought you might be interested in knowing that at Sandy and 33rd, all of the traffic lights are out, so it's a 4-way stop.
Yeah, there is a major power outage extending all the way over to 39th by Burnside, so it's quite an area. And I'll get a message out to you guys. Thank you. 1702.
3, 4, 5, 6, all coming in at once. Looks like a fucking alien.
Uh-oh. Protesters.
4401 Southwest 5th at Clay, southbound. I just didn't know if you knew about the large march heading southbound on Main Street.
Main Street runs east-west. So they're on Main?
Yes, that's correct. They're marching westbound on Main Street. They are currently blocking 5th Avenue. I can see behind me. But I saw them coming when I was at Main. They were to my left, but they're marching westbound.
I copy. Thank you very much.
5th and 6th area blocking on what street?
On Main.
So they're blocking Main on 5th. Okay, so basically we're being blocked on 5th and then on 6th at Main. Is that it?
We're blocking 5th currently. They're moving west on Main, so they're going to be blocking 6th here soon.
Okay, copy. Hopefully they keep moving. I'll try and head that way. I'm trying to get the rest of these signs hung.
Copy. 1750.
990, I'm following them. They just cleared 5th. I'll circle around to 6th to make sure they keep moving.
Copy. How many do you figure?
Dan Kelly, 1402. Dan Kelly.
Dan Kelly, 1402, 7th and 6th Avenue.
105 Scanner Star.
Are you blocked by the protesters?
Yes, I am, but it looks like they're not going to hold it for the stragglers. I haven't been here all that long. So I think I'm going to be going here in just a second. All right, they're getting us through.
There you go.
Okay, I copy. Yeah, they're moving pretty quickly through there, so hope you have a good rest of your night.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. You also. At 1718.
Okay. That's the end of the emergency. We'll turn it on. Uh-oh. 40 emergency release is scared. What's going on here? What's going on?
468, Vancouver and Fargo, inbound.
468. Looks like your bus is in fallback, but I have an emergency request. I need you to hold at Rose Quarter for your relief operator. The protesters are down at the relief point, and that person is very scared. I've told her to them to hop on the nearest Max and to get up to Rose Quarter to meet you there. So please hold at Rose Quarter for your relief.
Copy that, will do.
All right, thank you. 7.
Oh, scared, huh? Turn around. We got it.
236 on Belmont and 20th.
No, MLK is quite a ways behind you. If you still have passengers on board, find out if they need to go back to the area that you missed. If they do not, then continue up to Cesar Chavez, take a right on Cesar Chavez, and a left on Division.
He just got lost. 72, customer took all the masks. Jesus.
Hello, 7239. How can I help you?
Well, I had a passenger that decided that he would take the whole mask container with him when he walked out the door. It looks like he's boarding Max northbound on Killinghurst on the interstate.
Nice guy.
A copy. Do you have any extra boxes of masks on your bus? Like up in the operator box or the fire extinguisher box?
Sure, I'll get that out there. I just wanted you to know the Max. Like I said, he boarded that and see if maybe somebody can retrieve that.
They're not going to be able to.
Yeah, we're not going to send somebody to hunt down the person who took a box of masks.
No.
So,
Yeah.
you can get out another box, put it on there.
Probably 10-cent mass, I imagine. Brandis a knife at me? Jesus.
4401 Southwest Capitol Highway at Barber. I just had a passenger brandish a knife at me after as they were getting off the bus.
Jeez.
I copy. And are they still at that stop or have you rolled?
I have rolled, and they got off. There are a couple of middle schoolers. I've had them several times on my bus. They got off at the Dolph stop. They usually get on at Florida and then ride up to Dolph or Taylor's Ferry.
I copy. Did you have any interaction with them that prompted them to do this, or did they just do it out of the blue?
He was beforehand
bragging about how he'd been at the riot last night and whatnot. They seemed like they were probably high. I've had them before, and they've, they did a drug deal in the back of my bus one time, and I've had them several times, and I think he was just showing off.
So what's that to do
Okay, I
with you?
copy. And how are you doing? Are you shaken up by it much?
So what'd you do?
I'm fine, and this is the end of my run, so I'm fine. Would you like a description in case you want to warn the other drivers, or?
Yeah, absolutely. Just tell me how many people were in the party, kind of a rough age for them all, and clothing description if you have it.
Okay, they're both about 14. The one that has a knife is a Hispanic male with a red, white, and blue striped jacket, like big stripes. And the other one is a white male, about 14, and he has on a black hoodie that has Champion in white writing all over it.
Copy. And they got off at Capitol Highway in Dole.
Yes, that's correct. But I think one of them lives on Florida because they're always either coming from or to Florida.
Yeah, good luck. Okay, passenger in priority and unresponsive.
Hello, 7203. How can I help you?
Hey, there's a white male, mid-30s, white shirt, like about 150 pounds. He's in the priority seating area, but he's unresponsive to any of my questions or comments. I picked him up deep into Franklin Road, just after leaving Clackamas Town Center, and he's still on the bus. I'm willing to bet that he's going to be on the bus for the rest of the night. Probably all the way back to Clackamas. Just a heads up.
Okay, you say he's not responding to you. Is he upright and breathing? And is he having a medical emergency?
Sorry, I forgot to mention. Yeah, he's slashed over, grabbing onto his stomach. I've asked him plenty of times to see if he wants medical attention or not, so I can have an ambulance right for him to check him out. The last thing he said to me was that he said he was cold when he was getting onto the bus, but at this point he's completely unresponsive, and I'm getting close to Swan Islands. I'm going to use the restroom, but I don't want to leave all my stuff in the bus with me, so I'm just going to take it out with me.
Okay, I copy. Well, if he does end up riding, back to Clackamas, at Clackamas Town Center, he can't go in the layover area with you, so at that point he won't exit. Give us a call, and we can send somebody to remove him. Otherwise, if he's not causing a problem, yeah, I understand you want to, take your break and get off the bus, just make sure you take your stuff.
Yeah. Reroute confusion.
671, go ahead.
So I got directions on the reroute heading from MLK northbound to Jansen Beach, but I didn't get anything coming back into town. I want to make sure that I have permission to do regular route coming back into Portland, or is there something different?
The reroute you received takes you both directions through downtown.
Well, where are we
So
at?
it starts at MLK and Hawthorne,
54 minutes.
which would be southbound, going to Clay, Grand, and Morrison through downtown and then back north. One full loop through downtown. So I want you to follow the directions on the reroute. So you're killing for that. You're going to follow that direction just the way it says. You're going to go to MLK and Hawthorne. You're going to continue on MLK to Clay, left on Clay, left on Grand, across from Morrison Bridge.
Okay. That's very nice. We'll give him large group officers taking you lying pigs, man. Fuck you, police. You're liars, and we all know it. 903, police cars blocking the stop. Of course, they're cops.
This is Block 903 at South Florida Front Moody, eastbound. I just wanted to let you guys know I was not able to stop at the Harrison stop because there were 5 SUV Portland police cars all lined up down there. Just wanted to throw an FYI out there. All right. Well, sorry that the stop was blocked.
Okay. Oh.
$54.72. 54.72. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just reporting. He's trying to get on bus 76, but the police just showed up, so it should be. Yeah, he's here with police trying to talk to him now.
What's this?
Okay, I copy. Thanks for the information.
Doesn't sound. What is that? That sounds like the wrong call. 402. 2 people fighting in the back. All right, we like that.
402 at North Lombard and Denver, heading up to St. John's.
Will you please get out of here, Aunt?
402, go ahead. I have 2 people fighting on the back of my bus.
That's fun.
All right, have you opened the doors and let them know this is their stop? I have opened my doors and I don't wouldn't know if it's stopped yet.
What?
All right, are they still on? Are they still fighting? They're still on, but they've separated.
All right.
Separated in.
Continue on. 88, medical emergency.
8869. 8869. I got your emergency medical. What's going on?
Well, this fellow fell on the outside on the sidewalk, outside, so nothing really inside, but it doesn't look very stable. He says he's fine, and I'll just keep asking if he needs medical. He doesn't look like he does at this point.
I copy. Was this person a passenger on the bus?
No, he was just at the bus stop when we pulled in when that happened. But now, yes, he is a passenger. After all that happened outside, now he's on the bus.
Copy. And did the fall occur right at the bus stop or in the shelter, or was it on the sidewalk away from the stop?
It was outside. There is no bus shelter, but it's outside by the bus stop, yes.
Okay, and we'll do one more before we terminate this episode, and this is his new scanner star.
And unfortunately, the next street that you're able to turn down is going to be Cesar Chavez. So go ahead and continue up to Cesar Chavez.
Who is he?
And then hopefully nobody needed the stops in between Grand and Chavez. If they did, please drop them at the corner, and I'll let the bus coming the other direction know.
Who's the scanner?
Okay, copy that. I was paying very attention. MLK should be right off the bridge, or should I get off the waterfront avenue to go MLK?
I'll give him that.
No, Chavez is right after the bridge. You know where the freeway ramp swings onto Morrison? It's 2 blocks past that. It's the equivalent of 4th Avenue.
No. I know. I drove to 75 and I've been here for a long time. But I guess kind of confused. Could you help me out? Where is MLK at? Is it right off the Morrison Bridge? So later when I go back, I won't miss it.
Okay, once again, you know where the ramp merges from the freeway onto Morrison?
Yes.
All right, that is just before 3rd Avenue.
All right, we got a call here. I want voted by Pazzo on my buddy. Voted number 1 kisser at TriMet. Who is he? Let's see.
670, just leaving Jansen Beach. All I want to say is that I have worked transit before coming here, hand in hand with operations. I want to tell you, each and every one of you dispatchers rock. Y'all I've never seen nothing like this. You guys
my
are
God.
awesome. You rock. That's what I wanted to tell you.
Oh,
have
my
a great
God.
night. Darling, you have made my day.
Yeah, that's an ass kisser, all right. That's an ass kisser. Yes, they rock. They're lovely. They're so fantastic that we just love them all. Anyway, we're going to terminate this particular episode because we're at an hour, and I'll be back later and do another episode. I doubt very much I'll catch up, but I'll keep plugging away at the Rip City calls.